Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Yes, it is Saturday. And what is Saturday? It is coffee with me, your girl, Dr. T. I'm coming to you this morning. I had something totally different to talk about, and I woke up this morning with another idea. So that's why I'm also a little late. I was just trying to prepare my thoughts for that so that it will come out amazing. So, just a little bit about myself. I am your girl, Dr. TOD. I come on Saturday mornings because I always get up. It's my friend and we have been friends since high school for years. And for me, I love coffee. So I'm always, at least have to have my cup of coffee. So every Saturday, I just want you to join with me and we'll just have a conversation. It's really nothing that that is serious, but a little laid back. It's just having a conversation about how um, you know, we talk about business, we talk about our personal life, and we kind of connect. And so that you can see me on a different level as your sustainability coach on how I work. So I have been in practice for over 22 years. I've been in business for over 22 years. And I believe that I provided sustainable solutions for my business. But today I want to talk about why I became a sustainable business coach. And that's because I think that it's time to mesh and blend some things and understand the process. And that's why I thought of crystals today. Not for the mere fact that I thought of Langston Hughes and his um, poem when a mother is talking to a son. So, and I'm gonna tie it all together. So if you're watching this on a replay, press replay, share this because it's going to add some value. And again, I'm all about my motto is mindset plus sustainability equals success. So today I'm going to touch a little bit on mindset, but I also want to be sure that people can hear me because I know that we've had some technical difficulties in the past. So I just want to make sure that things are working. So give me a moment and we will get started. And let me know where you're watching from so that in the process. Yeah. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. So first, I just want to read, the very amazing poet Langston Hughes, and it's titled Mother to Son. And this is kind of, especially in this season, I think it's important. And the reason why I created Sustain Your Business Academy is for women entrepreneurs, mom entrepreneurs, and to be able to help you through the struggles that you have with your daily and business lives. So here goes the poem. Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time I've been climbing and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on those steps because you find it's kind of hard. Don't you fall now, for I seen going, honey. Still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. So looking at the process, looking at what this has so many levels to it, so many layers to this poem. but I want to take from it crystal formation. I'm that geek. I'm that science nerd. Um, and I just want to take that crystal formation, go and look at Langston Hughes' poem. Like I said, it has several layers to it, but I want to talk about crystal formation. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is the process, right? Crystal formation is a process. Your life is a process. Your journey as a woman, your journey as an entrepreneur, your journey in business is a process. Okay. So read Langston Hughes. There's going to be so many layers to it. But let me first start with you the process, because sometimes we think that we are not going where we need to be. We are not where we want to be. But think about how a crystal is processed, and think about one of the layers in this for me is that the author and the mom was looking at a crystal as something maybe being expensive or something just not in her realm of touch. But I'm thinking of it as a whole different process. I'm thinking that she is that crystal, because she's paving the way for her son. She's paving the way for generation after generation. So let's talk after you have your sip of coffee, and let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you're watching from, because this is gonna dive into what I've been talking about for the last few months, about digging deep and changing your mindset about your life, your business, your whole platform. Okay. Last month we talked about courage. This month we're going to talk about the process. So let's talk about crystal, right? Crystal formation. Crystal formation is when hot liquids, because it's got to be hot. So you might be in a hot seat right now. Liquids cool and they harden, right? It's hot and liquid is cooling. And then certain molecules in that liquid, they gather together, right? They gather together. And as they're gathering together, it's an attempt to become what? More stable. Look at what I'm saying. And then they do this in a uniform and repeating pattern that forms the crystal. So number one, sometimes you're going to be hot. Sometimes there's going to be sticky situations, but it's going to be a time when you're going to cool off and it's going to form an order, right? When you're an entrepreneur and you're just starting out, even with me here and being this sustainable business coach, I've seen, I'm going to do a praise report, but I've seen people transform so far in the last few months. Just for me coming on, I've even transformed, right? I've been in a hot seat in front of you, not knowing whether or not I'm going to get people to watch what I'm putting out, not knowing what I'm saying is going to grasp anybody, right? So I'm in a hot seat. But again, with that liquid, it's going to cool off and it's going to turn into molecules in a liquid that gather together. See, I'm Sustain Your Business Academy isn't just not for me. It's for you. It's for other women. It's for other entrepreneurs that they can gather together and form, and to be able to do what? Become more stable. Sustain Your Business Coach. Stability, sustainability, right? Then they do this in a uniform and repeating pattern to form a crystal. I'm going to leave it there, because sometimes we get stuck on our idea and thinking that because we're processing things, that because we're not getting anything back in a matter that we wish it to come, that we stop the process. But are you trying to become this amazing crystal? Are you trying to be brilliant in your business? Are you trying to be brilliant in your life? Let's talk about it, because it takes a process. It takes time to be able to create and be the person, be the woman, be the business person that you want to be. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay? It's not going to happen overnight. If this is adding value to your life, press V. If you like what I'm hearing, press V. If you want to be that crystal type crystal, what do you want to be? So life ain't been no crystal stair, because it's talking about a process. It's talking about you're moving. And the thing that I like about this is that although she felt that things were hard, right? She kept moving because she has a generation coming behind her. She's talking to her son. I'm talking to you right now. Don't give up, right? Because you have a generation of women, you have a generation of children coming behind us. Okay? Let me touch on this. All crystals form in the same way. All of them. So no matter where you are in life, crystals form in the same way. Business form in the same way. The process can take a little as a few days or 1,000 years. The process. So don't give up on your process. This is why I'm having the business class tonight, because this is where we can have a hot seat coaching. We can go over your process. I can give you more strategies and things of that nature that you can still develop your process, because it's not going to happen overnight. And then again, reading that again has so many levels, but I'm honing in on the crystal. Okay. So we just talked about it, right? So as the crystal grows, the pattern that makes it a certain shape will be repeated over and over and over again, so that the crystal will always keep its shape. Will always keep its shape. So you have this idea in your mind for a business. You have your business, and it might be a little hot right now. It might be a little steamy right now, and you need to stay in that kitchen and stay in there, because you don't know what's going to develop from this moment. Okay? You don't know what's going to develop from this moment. And then even that element can be added to the shape based on the condition. So even the same element can be added, right, to affect the same shape on the condition. So you might say, for me, I'm an eye care profession, right? So although I am an optometrist, I'm still that same element, and I'm forming into a different shape. So don't think that you may have a business idea because other people are doing it. Who knows what your idea might come to fruition, what process you may have. It starts with a business plan. It starts with a business idea. Go to the link and you'll find, just sign up for tonight. It's at 7:00. But honing in on that crystal, honing in on that crystal. And then the crystal can grow underground, or it can grow from molten rock. So these are some of the things that I'm grasping at today, because I want you to understand that although you may not know where your formation is, you may not know, where your business is going to go. You may not know at this time how you're going to develop. Because see, at the end of the day, when you look at that, come on, look at it. Look at a crystal. Go online and just look at crystals. You know, you got your ruby, you have your diamonds, look at how they're formed. Some of them are even formed in darkness that you never even see. So this might even be your dark moment right now, but you can still shine bright. Even in the midst of darkness, you can still shine bright because underneath you're developing. That's taking its process to develop into a crystal. So life ain't been no crystal stair. But the issue is that this woman keeps climbing. Although she's been in situations that have been hard and tough, she's talking about keeping it moving no matter what. And that's what Sustain Your Business Academy is here for. It's to what? Keep you moving. It's a motion, sustainability. You can't get nowhere if you stop. Okay. You can't get anywhere if you stop. And the good thing about the crystal formation is that the crystal doesn't stop forming. The crystal does not stop forming. You will still have that same crystal no matter if you get it early or if you get it later. It all depends on how you want this process to be and have a continuum of it. Okay? So life ain't, let me see who's talking to me today. Let me see what comments you have. You know, it's all about crystal formation today, you know, and it's so important for you to be able to just realize that you are such a gem, that you are an amazing woman, you are an amazing entrepreneur, and just let your light shine, let it go, release it. Let everything combine to form into this amazing business, right? An amazing business. Because it might be hot right now, right? I just told you that. But it's just so important for me to come to you and let you know that Sustain Your Business Academy is here. I'm here, your girl, Dr. T.O.D. Life is like forming crystals, but think of it, you know, along the way, along in that journey of forming, it's going to be brilliant. You're going to shine. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your business. Just even for me, I had to make the shift, right? I had to make the shift in my own business, adding on to what I'm already doing. Adding on. I could talk about that later on. Adding on to it because, right, layers, it's a process that they're all, and it's repeating. So I won't be before you long, but I am going to let you know, shine bright as a crystal. Let the process occur in your life. Let you understand how important you are. You know, you're an element here. You're that element to create that business. You're that element to create a sustainable life. You're that element. So don't give up on yourself. Keep it moving. Keep it moving because you don't know how it's going to form. This is your girl, Dr. T.O.D. This is Coffee at 8 a.m. with me. And the reason why I am doing this is because I'm reminded of what my relationship with one of my best friends, we are up in the morning, and when I'm finished here, I'm going to call her. But I created this because we're always up on Saturday morning, and this is our time when we can get to talk about our week, about, our struggles and things of that nature. And when I created this platform, Sustain Your Business Academy, and I said, Saturday mornings, why don't I just have coffee with your girl, Dr. TOD? And if you're catching this at the end, I want you to go replay, because we're talking about crystals and how you are forming. Okay. This is your girl, Dr. TOD. I want you to win in this season. What does that mean? Welcoming in the new you, investing in yourself, and to never give up on you. I will see you tonight at 7. Don't forget to click this. Click it. You better get in, because it's going to be amazing class. Click, click, click. Go right there right now. And I'll see you on the other side. Be blessed.